Hey, all right, everybody, look. I've got another box. Right, okay then, this box has come from DYU, and what is inside this box? Well, as it happens, inside this box is actually another box, because they've double boxed it. So let's have a look what's inside the box, within the box. So here it is, the DYU A5. Now, look at this. Let me sit on it so you can see what it's like. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. It does look like a small bike, but actually, it feels quite nice. And it has got a suspension seat. So we'll take a quick look around. But before we do, there was a small box inside the box that was inside the other box. So we'll look what's inside there, then we'll get back to have a good look around this bike. Right, okay, in the box we've got a spare key fob, a spare key and a warranty card, and it does come with another key. Let me just show you. On the bike itself is another key fob and another key. The key is to take the battery out. The key fob is an alarm to start the bike and stop the bike. We put that by one side there. We've got a 3-pin UK plug there, that was in the box. Let me get rid of that there. It comes with a small toolkit. That's enough to do it. That's enough to do the bike up, because there's hardly anything to do on the bike. But there we are, they come with that as well. That's DYU branded. We got the instructions there. Let's have a quick look inside there, see what's happening, see what it looks like. There's the instructions, look. Tells you what to do, functions and stuff for that there. So that's the instructions. And you've got the charger. There's the charger there, look. Now, that's a European plug there, but like I said, they do give you the 3-pin plug as well. So that's groovy. Oh, also in this box was the pedals, but the pedals are on the bike already because I was too quick. I put the pedals on before filming what was in this box. But the pedals are in this box as well, but they're on the bike now. Now, you might be thinking, well, if I'm tall, can I get on this bike? Well, this seat post on here is one of the longest seat posts I've ever seen. So let me just take the seat out and show you. There we go, ready to go. It keeps going, keeps going. And it's got an incredibly long seat post. And I think the minimum insertion, it says, is round about by here. So if I do put it in there, like so, if I can get it in there and stop around about there, you can see that the seat does go very, very high. It has 14-inch wheels with cable-operated disc brakes front and rear. It has a front headlight and also a rear tail light with brake light, which flashes on and off. It also has a rear seat, but I don't think it fits me very well. I think it's for smaller people. Okay, so when you take the bike out of the box, it is almost all put together. The only things I had to put on were the pedals, and they look like folding pedals, and the seat was all wrapped up, so I had to put the seat in as well. And I think that was about it. I had to unfold. This was folded down, so it is all put together for you. So I'll show you how to take the battery out. It's quite easy. You just pull a lever. I've already turned the key there. Lift this handle here, and the battery will slip out nice and easy. Now this battery is, let me just check on the side, is a 48 volt and a 7.5 amp hour battery. And it's easy to slide back in. You just put it back in like so, slide it back down, turn the key, and then on this side, you can't see it, but I'll insert some footage. There's a plug that goes into the side like so. Put the seat back, and there we go. Right, okay then, straight onto the hill test. So this is the hill I always go up. I don't know if you've seen the sign there. It's Pandymau Road, if you want to look it up, in South Wales. But I always test this hill. I always take the bikes on this hill to see what they're like. So at the moment, you can't see it, but it's in eco mode. That's the lowest setting. And I'm using the throttle. I'm not pedaling at all at the moment. This is the lower part of the hill. The steeper part of the hill is further on. And I'll put it in the high mode when we get to the steeper part. And we'll see how much of pedaling we've got to do. Have we got to pedal at all? Will he get up there on his own? I don't know. We'll find out when we get up there. But we're going to come round to the corner now. Just round the corner is the little tunnel I go under, the disused railway bridge, where all the water drops on my head. So if you've seen my reviews before, I always go up this hill. So if you want to go back and look at all my other e-bike reviews, go and do it. But anyway, you would come into the tunnel. So I'm going to I'm going to go to medium mode now. Let's see if I've got a bit more speed and power. And we'll see what it's like when we get to the hill. So they're saying on this motor, the motor's actually stated at 350 watts. But it does say you've got a peak power of 500. So constant power and peak power are two different things. Peak power is only, it's not all the time. Peak power is just now and again. But let me stop for this car. Right, okay, so it comes with a remote control to start and stop and set the alarm on the bike. So if you want to turn the bike on, it's got like a lightning arrow at the bottom there, and I'll press that twice. And then you can see the display comes on, and that's on. The bike is on. If I want to turn it off, I press the unlock button, that turns it off. If I want to set the alarm, I press the lock button. Now, if I move the bike, the alarm will set, and it'll go through all different phases of the alarm going off. So let's get rid of that there. And then if I press this middle button here, it'll just set the alarm off straight away. So there we go. So let's turn that off. And let's turn the bike back on. 2 presses. There we go. So the bike is on. Now, so let's have a look what we got on the handlebars. Over here, we got the throttle. Then we got the display. And then they come over to this side. And you've got lights on, off. There we go. Can you see the light shining down there? And we got the horn, which is extremely loud. Now on the dashboard, the M button there, I don't know if you can see there, it says Eco. Then you press that, it goes into mid, and then top one there, which is high. So that's the 3 settings there. This one here cycles through the odometer, trip, and then that's the battery voltage. Right, let's go. And we'll see what it's like getting up this hill now. So I'm going to go to high power. Now, I don't know if that makes a difference to the throttle or if it's just the pedaling assist. So we go in about... Now, I've gone in the settings and I can't change it to miles per hour for some reason. I can't find a way of setting it to miles per hour. But it's doing 19 kilometers an hour. So I'll put a conversion on the screen. 20 kilometers an hour at the moment up this hill. Now this is the steep part of the hill. We're down to 17 kilometers an hour. I haven't pedaled yet at all. Trust me, I'm not pedaling, you gotta trust me. It's still going up here. We're down to 15 kilometers an hour. Still taking me up here. It hasn't stopped yet. 15, still on 15. 16 is speeding back up again. So it is actually taking me up this hill. 17, 18 kilometers an hour. Woohoo! I think I better pull over for this car. Just had to pull over for that car then, but we're back up now. I've just pulled off on the hill, so it does take you up hills. So there you go. It's on about 14 or 15 kilometers an hour now. Like I said, this is probably the steepest part of the hill. I mean, if I put some pedaling in, we're up to 20 kilometers. So it's quite easy peasy. It's quite nice actually. But let's have I'll do a brake test by you as well. Let's go over the, oh, that was nice and rattly, cattle grid. But I tell you what, let's go up the top of the hill first and see if we can get right to the top of the hill. So I'll slow down a bit by you because it is a bit steeper. So let's give it a little bit of pedaling. Now, if you hold the throttle for, I think you said about 8 to 10 seconds, the what's it called? The cruise control does kick in if you hold the throttle for a certain amount of time. And obviously, if you press the brakes, it'll disengage the cruise control. This is the steepest part of the hill. I am giving a little bit of pedal power just to assist it slightly to see what it's like. But I'm not out of breath. I come up a big hill. This hill's about a mile long or so. A mile or so. Look, easy peasy. Now, also, the weight of the rider makes a difference. Now, I'm, 86 kilograms. So it took me up that hill and I'm 86 kilograms. So that's not too bad at all. And if you go to a really, really steep bit, you have got to put a little bit of pedal power in. Right, okay, I've made it to the top of the hill. Now, I did state that the battery is 48 volts and 7.5 amp hours. So I think this bike is more suited to sort of... Oh, there's a car coming up here as well. Now, let me get out of the way of this car. Hang about. Let me go to the side. Right, okay, where was I? It's a 48 volt, 7.5 amp hour battery, so it's more of a city commuter type bike. It does fold up quite compact, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So you're not going to get a huge range out of 7.5 amp hours, but like I said, it's suited. This is the kind of bike that you stick in the back of your car, have it in a camper van, use it as a little city commuter. That's the type of things it's suited to. But anyway, I think let's get up to speed and try the brake test and see if we go. Just see how good the brakes are. So let's have a look. Right, I'm going 25 kilometers an hour. Let's go a bit faster. 30 kilometers an hour. Ready? Brakes. And there we go. I did a bit of a. Let's have a look. Did a bit of a skid there. Then look. I don't know if you can see that there, but did a bit of a. I think I started braking up there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but. It did stop me, but it did do a bit of a skid, so that was quite cool. Anyway, let's get down the bottom of this hill and do a bit more testing. So I'm doing about 40 kilometers an hour on the speedometer there, and the bike does feel okay. It does feel okay at speed. There's nothing wrong with it. And I gotta say, this bike is very, very comfortable. The seat is probably one of the comfortablest seats I've sat on. It has got suspension as well in the seat post, and it has got front suspension on the forks. So even though it's got small tyres, it does feel comfortable. Here we go then, back through the tunnel. Make sure there's no drips. It hasn't been raining, so it's not too bad, but we'll go keep my head down just in case the drips go in my face. Hey. Right, here we go, through the tunnel of doom. Right then. Yeah, so it is pretty nimble. Look, I can sort of... I'm wiggling back and forth here just to see how sturdy it is on the road, and it does feel quite planted, so it's all right. It is all right. Hey. Okay, so I got in eco mode, and obviously that gives you most of the workout, because in eco mode, it's going to give you the least amount of power when you're pedaling. I'll put it in medium mode. I like to feel a little bit more power come in, and obviously in the high mode, that gives you the most power, so you have to do the least amount of pedaling. I think it's quite self-explanatory that it's 3 settings, and the lowest one's the lowest one, and the highest one's the highest one. So anyway, let's get down by there. Right, okay, just stopped off in this field for a second, just have a quick look at the bike. Now, I'm in a quite nice picturesque area, got all the mountains around me, look. I'd like to show you the view where I'm looking at. It's a big quarry over there, if you can see it. I don't know if you can see over there, there's a big quarry. And the railway does run down along there, and there used to be a viaduct coming from across there. But anyway, that's gone now anyway. It used to come right across here and go to Newport. But anyway, let's have a look at the bike. So, I said about the seat being really comfy. This has got to be the most comfiest seat I've ever sat on. Look how squishy that is. It's really squishy. And like I said, it is a suspension post seat as well. So that takes all the bumps out. It's lovely to sit on. That seat is absolutely lovely. It is nice. So there we are. There's the bike there. Now, you'd think somebody of my size, that bike could be a bit too small. But set up like that, it's lovely and comfortable to sit on. It is a nice riding position. My knees are not coming up too high. The seat is nice and comfy. The handlebars are in a nice place. And I'm 1.78 metres or 5'10", and it's lovely. Now, there is only one gear on this bike, so you have got, let me go on this side, you have got to rely on the single gear on the back. There's no gears at all, so that is the actual setup of the chain and the gear. So the 350 watt motor, that takes the that makes it nice and easy. Like I said, I showed you going up a hill, and it was easy. I didn't get out in a puff at all. So it does take it, it does make it easy going up and down hills. And I did say that's front suspension. There's the front suspension there. So there we go. So it is, you know, for a little bike that you can fold up and put in a car or take anywhere with you, this is nice. It is nice. Now, I did do a review. I did a review of a DYU bike before, and it was a little bit smaller than this one. This one's a bit better. I think it's a bit more expensive. But I'll put a link to the other DIY bike review I did. I think it was a little bit smaller than that one. So I'll put that, it'll be in one of the corners, or I'll pop up a little picture on the screen. But anyway, let's get going. Right, okay, I got the camera up high so you can see what it looks like when we pedaling. So this is what it looks like when we pedal on the bike. Like I said, I'm 1.78 meters. You can see my knees are not coming up high at all, and the seat goes up much higher than this. So if you're a bit taller, it'll still suit you as well. I got I think the handlebars on the higher setting. So like I said, it'll suit a short person and a person taller than me as well, because the handlebars can go down, the seat can go down, and the seat can go up. So there we go. So that's what it looks like with me pedaling. So in the settings, it has been limited to 25 kilometers an hour. I did look in the settings on the display, and you can change the top speed. I don't know how fast it'll go. It's no speed machine, but it is set to 25 kilometers an hour in the actual settings in the display. So I did say I'd insert some footage of the bike being folded, so I'll try and insert that footage right now of me folding the bike so you can see how compact it is. And it's quite light as well. The bike's quite light, so it should be easy to carry. And you can even take the battery out and carry it separately. So there we go. So let's put the footage of me folding the bike up. Okay, to undo the centre part, you just lift this up by here, pull out like that, lift that up, and then you can separate the two pieces on a hinge here. The pedals fold quite easily. You just grip them there and push them down, and they're folded quite easily. If you want to undo the handlebars, there's a little button there you push up, and then pull on this here like so, and then that folds down like that. And there we go. That is the size of the bike, all folded up, all nice and compact. So there we go. It does fold up nice and small. So I'll pull the throttle back now, and we'll see if we can get to 25 kilometers an hour. We'll see how fast it goes down here now. Yeah, we're just over, just a sniff over 25 kilometers an hour. It was 25, it went to 26, and it's back at 25.5 kilometers an hour. So there we go. It goes 25 kilometers an hour. And like I said, you can mess with the settings, but I can't find a setting to change I can get on the kilometers an hour setting, but I can't change it to miles per hour. If I do find out, I'll put it in the description. If I find out later, I'll put it in the description. Right, okay then, I'm going to make my way back, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, there you go then, the DYU A5. Nice little bike, folds up nice and compact. It's not too heavy, I can lift it up okay. All the links will be in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Ahoy!